Yo, ladies and gentlemen, it is just about showtime. Welcome to some lower league eCup Delaware Rising FIFA 23 action. We have a doozy for you in Group F. Before we dive in, as the players are gearing up, getting ready, accepting the invites, adjusting their game plans and their rosters, I'd like to welcome you to our stream. Delaware Rising eSports action coming your way. I'm your caster and host for today, Andrew Schwalik, bringing you this action. And I'm even repping the gear. You got to have the Delaware Rising merch. It's where it's at. We have a lot of stuff happening right now, and it is a great time to be a part of Delaware Rising. Not only are our two representatives, Chris and Sonny, killing it in the lower league eCup, we also have a lot of behind the scenes action happening on the soccer side of things as well. We are building up, getting the roster finalized and the schedule finalized for our season on the pitch with our men's and women's roster, along with a men's reserve team too. A lot of good stuff happening. And we're already seeing people in the chat. We appreciate all of you. Thanks for joining, popping in. Geocanis10 says, let's go, Andrew. Your stash is amazing. Much appreciated. That's really about all I can grow, to be completely honest with you. This stuff really just doesn't come in. The stash is about all I can rep. So I got to try to look like somewhat of an adult. Just checking in on Chris real quick, our representative. Looks like he is getting things set up to get that invite accepted. This is a big one. Let's talk about our match just a little bit. This is the final game for us in Group F. Chris, the representative that you'll see playing today, also assistant coach of the men's side. Love to see that. He's been playing super well. First game, a 10-1 victory. And then a 5-0 shutout, if I do believe correctly, in his second match. So quite good showings from our assistant coach. And it's going to be a big game. Let me flip us over to our gameplay so you can see the squads being selected. We have a matchup for you today, PSG versus Real Madrid. And you're going to be seeing Chris representing the Real Madrid players and team today. And he's ready to go. He's already adjusted the tactics. He's looking strong, and we're excited for this one. So this is, as you can see in the top right, Delaware Rising versus a familiar foe, the City of Ohio. Two nozzle teams going head-to-head in the lower league eCup. It is about to be insane because both of us are sitting on 6 points. Going to be huge. We are now officially underway. You will see PSG in the white kits going from left to right on your screen, and our boy in blue, Chris, going from right to left in those snazzy looking black kits for Real Madrid. PSG having the first attack, some good possession. City of Ohio trying to work it down. Good interception from Chris. Now slowing things down a bit, trying to gain some possession. These are the top two teams in Group F in the lower league eCup. So you are seeing two stellar FIFA players. And that is our first corner of the match for City of Ohio. Neymar is going to be taking this one. Corners are quite scary, being a FIFA player myself. I know how that works. Flicked on into the box, but good possession and composure from Chris. Just dribble it out. Keep that shape. Hold on to the ball. Get a feeling for the game. Wayne God says, we love you, Walker. And indeed we do. Walker for president. Chris is going all the way. Vinicius Jr. cutting in there with Valverde. Trying to break through that PSG back line. Unable to do so. Geocanis says, who cares about Ohio anyway? Well, I mean, we don't necessarily care about, like, City of Ohio, but we do reside in Ohio as well, so we do appreciate the state. But we appreciate that sentiment, Geo. Delaware Rising all the way. Chaos Donkey also up in Walker as Chris does defend well. Gets it out for another PSG/Ohio, City of Ohio corner. Looking to go short perhaps, maybe just drawing a defender away. Does that. Headed down nicely by Chris. Maintains that possession. Trying to get maybe a breakaway on the counter with Vinicius, but makes the decision to try to hold on to possession. Good switch across the field. Edouard Mendy finds Modric. Vinicius up to Benzema. Benzema with a nice little turn. Almost gets through that back line. It's been a solid battle so far, but I will have to say PSG has really been more of the attacking threat, getting into the box. Again here now. Carvajal trying to put on some defensive work on him. Does force him back. Good stuff. It's with Marco Verratti. Has a rip. It is a big hit, but a good save in the end from Courtois. Neymar with a third corner. Calls his man short. Will he actually play it? No. Tries to switch it up. Now it's Messi with that left in-swinging kick from this corner. Plays it right in the middle of the box. Headed away nicely. Good interception toward the top of the D. Militao switches it over to Carvajal. Rodrigo. Oh, a lovely through ball to Benzema. It's now Benzema and the keeper. Big touch from Benzema. Tries to get the shot, but a good save from Donnarumma in the end. And that was the first big chance for Chris and Delaware Rising. Really the best chance of the game so far, but calling his PSG keeper out very effectively. That is an offside call on PSG, trying to break on the counter, but now it's Delaware Rising with it. Benzema with a lovely run in behind. That was phenomenal. Let's see if we can get some more chances. Benzema strong and in the hole, but ends up losing out. Modric says we're not having that. Give us possession back. Valverde looking for a gap in between, trying to do some close dribbling, but unable to break through. It's with Mbappe. Mbappe scary on the wing. Holds it up, looking for reinforcements. Tries to flick it through. Neymar is onside. In the box, it hit a deflection. Looks like it did confuse Courtois for a bit, but goes out for the fourth corner for City of Ohio. Neymar, an in-swinger. Looks like maybe it was headed up by a PSG player, but Courtois easily gathers that. Courtois getting in on the action now, playing with his feet, trying to build out of the back. And if you've watched Chris's games previously, you'll know he does enjoy having possession, building up that play, and trying to do some of this fancy footwork as he gets into the final third. I wish I was a skiller like this. Looks like Modric maybe had a shot or a cross trying to get it into the box. Deflected. Neymar and Mbappe working it back and forth. Now finds Messi out on the wing. Not the best touch in the end. Still maintains possession. Tries to just chip it over the top. Headed nicely. I think that may have been Rudiger that flicked that back. Regardless, the defender that did, it was actually Militao. Heads it back to Courtois. Smart play. Good composure. Baby Mountain Goat said, "Let's go, Walker. We love Walker." Indeed, we do. Yofasa says, "Here for the vibes." Aren't we all, my man? Aren't we all? PSG attacking once again. Ends up holding it back. Decides to go back to his defense. Maintain a little bit more possession. Looks like both teams really are trying to influence the game by holding possession. And it is Neymar trying to show off that Brazilian flair, but not able to get past Carvajal on the wing. Good defense. Mbappe sends it through. No, it is with Mbappe now. Tries to cross it in. Courtois is going to have that all day. He'll eat that for lunch. Betaox FC says, "Love this." Well, we love you. Thanks for joining us in the chat. We appreciate you. It's Rodrigo on the wing. Modric. And if you are just joining us, still 0-0 in a game where both of these teams are high scoring, so you know that it is an even matchup here. Now comes PSG after taking possession. We haven't seen too many shots so far. Nicely headed back to Courtois. easily gathers, and that will bring us to halftime. As I just mentioned, our scores are 0-0. Not too many big chances for either side. Look at that graphic, though. That actually is looking crisp, Neymar, right there. You saw the stats very quickly. 52% possession for Real Madrid and Delaware Rising. As the teams make changes, I'll jump on here to say, again, this is a big matchup. The winner of this game is going to be top of Group F and have a little bit of an easier way to get through into the knockout round. Group F has been fairly competitive, but we are now getting back underway with kickoff. PSG taking possession, but Real Madrid and Delaware Rising taking it back. A little bit of kickball happening at midfield. And it is a big shot, and I don't think that took a deflection. Indeed, it did not, so that was just a wild shot. Chaos Donkey says Walker's actually playing with a pair and the other kid sitting back trying to counterattack. True. Chris has had much more possession and actually trying to build something out of it. Possession stats that we did see very quickly as we went into halftime. 52% possession for Delaware Rising. And Chris certainly trying to build something a bit more. But City of Ohio holding some possession of their own. You will say City of Ohio had probably the overall better attacks in that first half. We did see that good one-on-one with Benzema breaking through the back with the keeper, but in the end, the keeper, Donnarumma, coming out with the dub on that interaction. Good interception in the midfield. What can Valverde do? Good passing, maintaining possession, trying to quickly build, break through that back line, and oh, it looked like Valverde maybe wanted to have a shot, but a last-ditch intervention takes PSG the other way. Big switch across field. What can Hakimi do? Looks like an outside of the boot switch and a bike. Holy heavens. It goes out for a PSG corner after a lovely ball in from Hakimi. Almost gets biked into the net, but a good save in the end. Off of that corner. Now, can Chris counter? He does get through. It's Rodrigo. Does Rodrigo have the pace? Not enough to get through that back line, but ends up holding it up. Lovely stuff. Very strong from Rodrigo to get through the foul and continue playing. Chris, lovely. After loses the ball, keeps the pressure to win it right back. Benzema looking a little trickery. A good step, but it's still with him. And is Mendez? No, it was Rodrigo. Mendez is the defender for PSG. Does get cleared away. But a lot of pressure now being applied by Delaware Rising. Down the side for Messi. What can Messi do? Headed out nicely. Ufasa says they're both top of the group and it's the decider. Both trying to win. Absolutely right, it is. The winner of this match will take the top of Group F. Vinicius, fancy footwork into Valverde at the top of the D. It's with Benzema. Benzema tries to have a shot. A good block from the PSG defense. Can they build something? No, they cannot. Modric finds Valverde with some space. Benzema tries to turn through that gap, but closed down quickly. To Tchouaméni. That ball bouncing around. PSG trying to get out of that press done by Chris. Good stuff from him. It's with Mbappe. Easy possession out of the back now by Chris. Rodrigo looking down that sideline. Has a little space. Tries to spin back inside. Working his man. Mendez finds Benzema. Valverde working through to Benzema. Has a little space. Tries to find Valverde, but unable to do so. And we do see a pause as both teams are now making substitutions to try to get the most out of the players that they do have on the bench. Both teams, honestly, fairly stacked when it comes to the players that they do have on the bench. Looking forward to seeing who they do substitute in. And it looks like I am seeing Chris making a few swaps of player positioning, as well as putting some other players in the bench onto the pitch. So it looks like Benzema is going to be swinging out to the left, but instead, Chris brings on Hazard, now playing in that left wing position, dropping Benzema into the hole, putting Vinicius up top. Let's get back into the action. Mufasa says, really great commentary so far. Much appreciated. Thank you. I do have a good time calling FIFA games. I'm here for it all the time. We're back underway. Still 0-0 in a nail-biting game. And it's outside of the boot. Oh, it just goes past the post. And that may have been Hakimi or Messi. Flicks it on the outside of his boot. Tries to curl it in to that far post. And thankfully for us, just goes wide. That was the best chance we've seen so far of this second half. And someone did call it out in the chat. It is a 5-back for City of Ohio and PSG. Rudiger, lovely challenge. And it's a foul. Oh my, I didn't see that one coming. Rudiger with a strong challenge, but it is PSG starting and going short with it. Ball into the box, and maybe that was Rudiger once again getting the ball away. It falls to Rodrigo. Benzema now looking, playing in that 9 position now, in the hole up top, trying to get Vinicius Jr. now playing in that striker role up front to maybe get him in behind the line. We'll have to see how Chris plays with that change, and the ball is through. It's with Mbappe, who has the pace, and it's Militao intercepts it as he tried to play the ball across. Holy heavens, a lovely chance squandered in the end by City of Ohio and PSG. What can Chris do now? Maybe on the break, he's trying to get Vinicius Jr. into some space because Vinicius does have some pace. It's through to Mbappe. What can Mbappe do again? Flicks it through, tries to go over the top. Not able to do so now in the hands of Courtois. Kastaki says he owns a Delaware Rising shirt. Love the support, my man. We appreciate it. Tuchemeni to Carvajal. Hazard, this lone substitute coming in off of that pause that we did see a few minutes ago. We're now close to the 90th minute. We do have draws in this group stage. Will this be the final attack of the match? It's with Neymar. He hits it. And it's saved. Saved by Courtois. And that could be a match-saving save. Another corner. Maybe the 5th or 6th now for PSG. Courtois calling out a little bit from his goal line. And it's now just loose in the box. It's being shot around. A good block in the end. Just cleared away. And that does bring us to the end of this match. What an intense one it was. Holy cow. 0-0 is our final. And a good, intense match between both of these teams and these players. Wow. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate that one. So what that looks like now, at the top of Group F, both Delaware Rising and City of Ohio sit tied, but there's a tiebreaker, and it's a single goal differential. Delaware Rising has scored one more goal than City of Ohio, meaning we take the first spot in Group F. Good stuff from Chris. Absolutely amazing after a hard-fought battle. So that means Chris does slate us at the top of Group F, and the goal differential plus 14 for Chris, plus 13 for City of Ohio. Quite an intense matchup. Hopefully, we'll see this matchup later in the tournament. Always here to support our Nozzle competitors. Love that we were matched up against them, and love to see both of us advancing going into the knockout stages. So we wish the best of luck to City of Ohio. Hopefully they do make it through, and then maybe we'll end up meeting them later on in the tournament. Ufasa says Delaware top the group. Indeed we do. And that is 7 points total for ourselves and 7 points for City of Ohio in Group F. Chris, lovely stuff, my man. We greatly appreciate you representing us on the sticks in FIFA 2023 in this lower league eCup. We have a lot more action coming your way in the lower league eCup, with Chris advancing on to the final stages in the knockout round now after this group stage. We also have Sony competing in the Division 2s as well. He has another game upcoming, so make sure you stay tuned for that. All of this will be shared on our social media, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And also, shout out to Chris holding down the fort as our assistant coach on the pitch as well for the men. Love it. He bleeds blue and white. All right, fam. Yes, appreciate it, Ufasa. Seeing you coming in with the good luck. Sony, big dub yesterday. Sony did have a good dub yesterday. We appreciate you watching along with that one. So that puts him in prime position to advance out of the group so that we have both of our players into the knockout round. So another big game for Sony coming up very soon. Appreciate all of you sending the luck, Sony, in the chat as well. My man, we love you and appreciate you. Giocana says good luck as well. And one final thing, be on the lookout for some awesome content from Lower League eCup, because this game was a very big one, of course, because two Nozzle teams going head-to-head here, but Lower League eCup recognized that and wanted to feature this game and have done so on their social media. And on top of that, there is a Delaware Rising scarf up for grabs. We're giving away a Delaware Rising scarf that can be yours. All you have to go and do is check out the Lower League eCup's Instagram. You'll see the post there. Make sure you're following them, following us, and then Lower League eCup will end up picking one of you lucky people to have that scarf to rep the blue and white. All right, fam, that is all you need to know. You have the details. Go check out that giveaway post and make sure that you're following us across social media so that you stay up to date on all the good Lower League eCup action, esports action, soccer action. We have so much happening, and we love sharing it with all of you. Thank you for joining us today on this match. Quite a good one between Delaware Rising and City of Ohio, ending in a 0-0 draw. Nail-biting affair. Certainly some big saves from the keepers in the end, but I appreciate you joining me here on the stream. This has been your boy, Andrew Schwalik, casting for you today. Signing off. I will see you very soon with some more Lower League eCup action, where you'll find it right here on our Twitch. Until then, hopefully you can get on a pitch somewhere or on the sticks and play some FIFA. Have a good one, and good night.